Hey YouTube, hey world, hey whoever's watching this. First off, my name is JDMegaSwagg, Josh, whatever you want to call me. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch my video today, and if you enjoy this story or enjoyed the gameplay, feel free to like and subscribe to my channel. It would really help out. And besides that, let's go ahead and get into the story and the gameplay. Before we start off with the story I'm going to tell you guys today, there's a few things I want to say. First off, I've decided how I'm going to edit my Battlefield 3 videos. I'm going to split up the gameplay, which, like, for example, this game is a conquest game that lasted about 45 minutes long. I'm going to split it up into about 3 individual commentaries with different topics, and you'll be able to find the gameplay, the next part to the gameplay, in the description, so it won't be that confusing. If you guys want to see, you know, a sequenced gameplay, I guess that's what you can say. So I hope that you guys enjoy that. And the other thing I have to say before I tell this story is this is definitely not a story for younger children. So if you guys are younger or even below the age of 18, I may not want to have you guys listen to this story, but you know, watch at your own risk, I guess. I can't control who watches and who doesn't. So if you're easily offended, don't watch this, and you'll find out why if you're going to go ahead and watch it in a minute. So, you know, I used to be sort of a bad kid, I guess you could say. I mean, I wasn't really a bad kid. I was just into the whole party scene. I was into the drinking, smoking the weed, and all that stuff. And I have changed. I'm a lot different now, and I don't do that stuff anymore, which thank God, because that stuff was putting me on a road to nowhere. It was putting me on a road to dropping out of school, to having no job and no life. And I'll go into that a little bit deeper in a commentary about, you know, why that stuff's bad, why you probably need to change your life and fix it. But I'm not going to preach on that right now. So the story I have to tell you guys involves me being at a party, and basically it was, I don't even remember why we were partying. It was probably just one of the weekend parties that we always had. But basically I was going to party with some new people. I had a girl that I always party with. It was at her house because her parents were those type of parents that are like those scumbag parents that just don't care and let the whole neighborhood like come in their house, get drunk and high. And it was like in the worst area of my town, and it was a bad scenario altogether, but I was used to it, so it wasn't a real big thing to me. But I was gonna be partying with some people, and I kind of knew because this girl was, you know how girls have their gay friends, and this girl had one gay friend that went to my high school, and you know, he was kind of, you know how gay people, like, I don't want to be a hypocrite here, but a lot of gay teens in my area, I don't know how it is out in the world, but they're very perverted. They like to be super perverted. They like to talk about jokes that are sexual, and I mean, it's okay to do sometimes, and hell, I do it sometimes, but they just do it all the time, it seems like. And but he got to a point where you could just get used to him, and it's okay, you know, he's gay, whatever. I don't have a problem with gay people, and most people don't nowadays, so, you know, legalize gay marriage, whatever. But anyways, so, but this was not my first time dealing with gay people, and she had told me that some gay people were going to be there, and I was like, okay, whatever, you know, I'm going to be drunk. It doesn't really worry me because I know I'm not going to do anything, and if they do anything, they're going to get fucked up because I'm going to fight them. But of course, I had a couple of my bro friends coming, you know, to back me up if anything went down, and it was going to be a decent party, and you know, I was assured that they were not going to try anything. So she told me that there's going to be 2 gay guys there, and I was like, okay, well, maybe they'll fuck each other and leave me alone the rest of the night. Well, when I got there, we had went to the park to get picked up by her and her next door neighbor, and these 2 gay guys came with them. And I got in the car, and I remember looking at these gay guys, me and my cousin, and these are not your typical gay guys. These guys were straight up trannies. And if you don't know what a tranny is, it's basically a guy that does his best to look like a girl, and sometimes they even go all the way to have surgeries. And these guys were wearing the wigs. I think they were wigs. They might have been their real hair. I didn't want to pull on them and find out. But these guys were wearing women's clothing. They were wearing makeup. It was kind of freaky because this was my first experience with personally ever seen a transvestite. I had, you know, seen some, like, if you ever watched Kasim G, he did a interview with a transvestite porn star, and it was kind of weird, and that was the first time I ever really seen one. But, and of course, you know, back in the day when you're like 7 years old watching Jerry Springer, and you're always watching that episode when they're like, bring all the guys out and the girls, oh, all the girls out, and they're like, okay, tell me if this is a girl or guy, and everyone's like yelling or whatever. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then you didn't watch Jerry Springer enough. But basically, so I got in the car and I saw these two guys with wigs on, women's clothing on, and they were straight up, their nails done, everything, and they were straight up talking like women. And not just like any women, they were talking like hardcore ghetto women, which is okay. I like ghetto women. Hell, I like black women. I think black women look fucking sexy, but when it comes down to these transvestites sitting there talking like black women, it was a little weird to me because they were white guys and probably in their early 20s, and it was very, very awkward. So that's not the whole story. I just kind of want to get the setting set for you so you know what these guys look like now. But anyways, so we went to Walmart here, and my town is a very small, close-knit town, and they're not used to seeing sites like this at all. And these guys weren't from this town. These guys were from out of town. I don't know what town they were at. Probably some town a lot bigger than here, because that stuff here is, it's just not going to go down. I mean, hell, at our high school, we probably only had like 2 gay guys that came out of the closet, and they got shit for it. And I mean, lots of shit, like fights. It was just, it wasn't a thing that was looked at our town as acceptable, which is kind of wrong. I mean, like I said, I have nothing against gays or anything, but so we go into our Walmart here, and we're walking around, and me and my cousin are, you know, walking with these transvestites and this girl we're gonna party with, and I didn't think anything of it, because on the ride over there we were talking to them. They seemed like alright guys, you know, they really weren't too bad. And so we got into Walmart, and at first I wasn't really thinking anything of it, just walking with them like you would a normal group of friends. And then I stop and I look around, and I see all eyes are on us. All eyes are on them, and I just am like, oh shit, like what have I got myself into? I'm like, oh shit. These guys were obviously, you could tell they were guys. They didn't fool anybody with their costumes. And I was just like, oh fuck, we are so gonna be the talk of the town. So me and my cousin kind of realized that. We started kind of falling back. We'd let them go a few aisles ahead of us, and then we'd catch up, and you know, we'd make sure that there wasn't that many people around if we were talking. So we were just trying to hurry, get them out of Walmart. We're like, get your shit, let's go. We didn't give a fuck. We were still going to party with them. And so they got their shit, and we got in the car, and we went back to party. So we get back to partying, and it was just me, my cousin, the girl, and the transvestites. And so the whole night, I made it obvious as fuck to these guys that me and my cousin was not gay. And they pretty much got that, I think, because, you know, these guys, these 2 transvestites, they were talking to each other. They were like, ew, girl, you know, like doing all that and stuff. And so every time I talked to them, I ended almost every sentence with bro, because I wanted them to know, hey, you're not my girl, you're my bro. I know you're a guy. I'm going to think of you as a guy, and I'm not going to think of you as no fucking girl. So, I don't know. It's a little weird to ever have these experiences. If you guys are straight and you know what I'm talking about, I really didn't want to touch on this topic, but for some reason this was just a story that I wanted to tell you guys, because I thought it might make you guys laugh or entertain yourselves. Hopefully I don't get too much shit on this, but you know, it was a real funny situation. Now that I look back at it, it wasn't too serious for me. I guess it kind of helped me in a way, because now I know how I'm going to deal with transvestites in the future. I'm just going to kind of stay away from them as much as I can. Not that they're bad people, because they're not. I mean, the guys themselves, they were pretty cool. They were definitely, you know, you could talk to them. They were pretty cool. They made me laugh. Like, some of the jokes they told were the funniest fucking jokes I've ever heard. with like pervertedness. But then again, they told it so fucking much that it just got annoying. Got to the point where you're like, are you hitting on me or are you telling me jokes? So yeah, but anyways, by the end of the night, I was like with that girl, and I was like, yo, I'm sleeping with you tonight, and my ass is gonna be up against you because I know you ain't got a dick. So by the end of the night, I was in her bed, and my cousin was in the bed with us, because he knew I wouldn't do anything with us, and those two guys were on the floor. So yeah, that was pretty much it. And then I never party with transvestites again, or gay guys. It was just, it kind of ruined it for me. I'm so happy that I did not have fucking them hitting on me or my cousin, because that would have not ended out pretty. I swear to God, that would not. We would probably got in a fight, or fucking, I don't know, we would have left. I mean, if one of them like came on to me, I would have fucking left. I wouldn't have cared if I was drunk. I would have walked home. It was just, it was a bad situation. Let me know, guys, in the comments below. I'm kind of interested. Let me know, have you guys ever had this experience with like going to a party and then there being a gay guy there, and you're just like, whoa, what the fuck? Or maybe you're straight, you had a gay guy hit on you. I don't know. Or girls, yeah, girls. Let us know about lesbians. But you know how that goes at parties. Hell, girls, you want to make out with other girls, that's fine with us guys. You know, go right ahead. We're gonna let you do that. But I know this was kind of a weird story, but I hope you guys like these stories. I got plenty more for you guys. But then again, I am 17 years young, so I only got so many I can tell you. But yeah, so I already got, you know, like 3 footages for our commentaries, so I will get a lot more Battlefield 3 out this week, and I'll be doing some more WoW videos and progressively working on my Friday show all week long. So if you guys don't know, I do want to talk about that real fast before we end up this commentary. The Friday show, where I'm going to show my face and do the vlog type show where I talk about gaming news that kind of interested me throughout the week. I still need a name for that show, so let me know in the comments below if you guys have any suggestions of names that I could call that show, because I'm really lost on it. I have a few ideas, but I want to give you guys the opportunity to name it. If you name it on the first show, I'll give you a shout out. And boom, look at that jet kill with my tank. That was pretty cool. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed every part of this video. I know it was a little fucking weird, but I'm going to be getting into some not so weird stories. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about telling stories. Also, I'll talk about life topics if you guys want me to. I really want to eventually do like a mail video where you guys send in topics and I can help you guys out with your topics, because I love to do that. So I hope that you guys enjoyed. We're ending it up here, and I'll see you guys in the second part of this gameplay. If you want to find that, check in the description. It's probably there. If not, that means I haven't made it yet. So I hope you guys like. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and y'all have a good week.